again. It's Stephanie from the Regional Clubs team at the YAA. We're trying round two with my friends Reese and Hannah, who are current cheerleaders. We had a little trouble connecting, so hopefully you're staying with us, and we're going to hear from them in just a moment about their experiences as cheerleaders for the Bulldogs as part of hosting these next 2 weeks. I think we might have them now, so hopefully they'll be able to connect and they can tell us all about what it's like to be a current student. Yay! Hi, we made it! I'm sorry, guys. That was kind of crazy, huh?
No worries. I think maybe some issues on both ends.
The internet is bananas, but I'm glad that you were able to join us. So for those of you who are just tuning in or coming back around to see us, we have Reese and Hannah, who are current Bulldog cheerleaders. We are so excited to have them. We don't always get to talk to students here on Yale Alumni Live, so we're really glad that they could join us this evening. So now we're going to get started. We're going to hear from them about their experiences at Yale and what it's like to be on the sidelines of different sporting activities. So we're going to get started by just getting to know you guys. So Reese, if you would go first, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and why you chose Yale.
Okay, so hi, my name is Reese. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Born and raised, and I had kind of an unconventional journey to Yale. I always thought I was going to go to Mizzou. That's where my mom went to college, and I was going to be a veterinary school student, but I applied early to Yale and I got in, so here I am, and yeah, I'm glad. It was the best decision I could have made.
Awesome. Hannah, tell us a little bit about your journey to Yale.
Yeah, for sure. My story is actually a little bit similar. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, and both my parents went to Vanderbilt. So I always thought that I was going to end up at Vandy as well. However, I applied to Yale kind of on a whim, and also like Reese, got in early, and actually didn't end up deciding until the last possible day. I came to Bulldog Days and just felt such a sense of community here on this campus, and so I decided this was the place for me.
Awesome. It's serendipitous, I guess, girls, that you made it to Yale and now you're cheerleading. So tell us a little bit about your experience at Yale so far. What have been some of your favorite moments? Now, Reese, you're a senior, right? And Hannah, you are a third year.
I'm a junior, yeah.
You're a junior. So you guys have had some time on campus. Obviously, this year has been a little unconventional, but tell us maybe, starting with you, Reese, like one of your favorite memories so far of being at Yale.
I think my favorite memory about Yale is just the community, and that's something I'm going to definitely take with me for the rest of my life. And so that kind of just leads into a lot of different events. But I think it really showed through this year with this super weird online university kind of thing. And I was really worried that I was going to feel super isolated from everyone. And it's also my first time living off campus. So I was a little bit worried about that, but I had nothing to worry about. I have made some amazing friends here, and it's just really been easy to, even though I'm not seeing them in class, I still can meet up with them, or if not, FaceTime or anything, and I still feel that sense of community, even though I'm not necessarily around everyone and at these large events all the time.
Good. It's really hopeful to hear you guys talking about your experiences because, as someone who went through 4 years of college without having to go home and quarantine, we don't want you to miss out on those experiences. So I'm so happy to hear that you're still having a great time and you're finding a sense of community. So Hannah, what about you? Do you have any favorite memories from campus so far?
Yeah, I would say mine all kind of revolved around the residential college system. Be that like sushi nights in my head of college's, house, or fun like scavenger hunts put on by our head of college and our dean, or just kind of like late night movies. I feel like all of those things kind of at the root go to my residential college, and all of my closest friends are in Berkeley with me. And so I think that is probably my favorite memory, kind of my favorite conglomeration of memories, I guess.
I was just about to say, make sure you tell us which residential college you're in, because I know it's always followed by the best. So Berkeley, and then what about you, Reese?
I'm in Grace Hopper.
Awesome. That's great. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about the cheerleading team and what it's like to be a cheerleader at Yale?
Yeah, so the cheerleading team is it varies, but around 15 girls. And so we practice 2 to 3 times a week, and we perform at basketball games and football games. And for basketball, we do male and female, and it's an amazing team. We have a lot of fun. We do lots of outside events too, just bonding with each other. And yeah, is there anything that
Yeah, I would just say it's really kind of, I feel like we're beating a dead horse here, but it really is another sense of community. I think we have like the best coach in the world. And so we've really loved having her and having her help grow our team. The girls are all super close to each other. I know probably we'll touch on this later, but we've been hanging out even despite not having practices and not really doing anything cheer related. And so, yeah, I think it's a really special community.
Now, did both of you come to Yale Cheerleaders, or is this the first time that you've ever been on a cheerleading squad?
So for me, I had never done cheerleading before at all. Didn't even think that it wasn't even something on my radar. And my first year, one of my friends, she was on the team, and she told me they were having this open practice, and she's like, I'm going to go, like, you should come too. So I was like, okay, I don't have anything else to do. I'll come check it out. And instantly I was like, this is something I have to be a part of. I really loved it and haven't turned back since.
And you're the captain this year.
Yes.
Which is amazing. That's wonderful. And what about you, Hannah?
Yeah, so what Reese isn't telling you is that she's an incredible gymnast, like she's a gymnast, and so she like came to Yale and like does flips and like does all sorts of crazy stuff. I'd never danced or done gymnastics or done cheerleading or anything at all, and so I came like even like a step below Reese, and also kind of same story, just fell in love. It was super fun.
That's amazing. I love that. And so what would you say are the majority of your teammates? Are a lot of them first-time cheerleaders as well?
I think it's a
mix.
Yeah. It really, we take anyone if we see the potential and like see that they're a good fit for our team. We don't hesitate to let them join.
Yeah, I think there's just so much of cheerleading it's not dependent on your experience. I think there's a big attitude component, there's a work ethic component, and even with like stunting, it's not about if you like have a long history of doing cheer stunts. It's about like, are you willing to like put in the work and learn how to do it right? And so I think with that, we're able to kind of just take a wide variety of people despite experience.
I love that. I think that's absolutely wonderful. And I've heard this story before. We actually have a former cheerleader watching right now. She's actually our team leader, Mindy Marks. Say hello to Mindy. She came to Yale and started cheering as well. And we're actually going to be telling the story of a couple alumni cheerleaders next week. So it's really interesting to hear that. And I think it's really great because it's a varsity level sport. So you guys must have a fair amount of commitment to this. They're student athletes. So how much of your time is spent on the cheerleading squad, like working together and practicing?
So we have 2 to 3 like actual mandatory practices during the week, but then we do have games very frequently. So during basketball season, we have probably around 2 games a week, and so it's a lot of time. It's a lot of commitment, but it's worth it. It doesn't feel like you're working, or it doesn't feel like you are doing anything you don't want to be doing. It's really just fun to cheer on the athletes.
That's awesome. So now I want you guys, if you could, tell me maybe one of your favorite memories from a game. It could be basketball or it could be football. We'll save the game till next, but do you have a favorite moment watching either basketball team play? I mean, our teams have been doing fairly well in the last couple of years. So maybe you have a favorite tournament memory or something you can share with us?
Yeah, for sure. I think probably the most obvious one is the chance that we had to go to March Madness in Jacksonville, Florida. So that was like, I just remember those 2 weeks were just like so tumultuous. It was like, are they going to even make it to the Ivy League tournament? And then they did. And then it was like, are they going to win the Ivy League tournament? And then they did. And then it was like, are we going to get to go with them? And then we did. So it was really just, it was ups and downs, but it was so fun to be there. I think just even for our team, I think it was a really good experience to like be staying together, be in a different place. We got to like fly there as a team, which was really fun. And then of course the game itself was like absolutely amazing to be in like the NCAA like gym and be cheering on the same team that we cheered on at Yale. So I think that was definitely one of my favorite memories.
That sounds like a lot of fun. What about you, Reese? Same thing?
That might be my favorite memory as well. Of course, getting to bond and travel with my team, that was amazing, but also just seeing kind of all the skills that we had been learning over the course of the semester just kind of all fit perfectly, and us being able to just confidently go out onto the court and just do what we know we could do. I think that was just the best feeling in the world.
That's incredible. So yesterday I talked to 2 former football players who both said that one of the major reasons that they wanted to come and play football at Yale was because of the bowl, because they were so impressed by the bowl. They were so taken by the opportunity to stand in the bowl and play in front of the fans. So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about your experience, you know, stepping onto the field at the bowl, and especially what it's like to cheer during the game.
Yeah, I can start. I think the game is definitely like the highlight of cheering at Yale every single year. I mean, I say every single year. I've done the game at, at Yale one time at this point, but it was absolutely amazing. I think just like looking around and seeing how many people can like fit into that place was mind-boggling. Being like on the field with the players, having that many people like watching what you're doing, the pressure, like that's kind of like our biggest day. I feel like it's just because like those are our peers, those are our professors sometimes, those are people that we've seen in New Haven, it's just anyone and everyone. And they're there and we just like don't want to mess up. And so I think it's definitely a lot of pressure, but it was so fun. The whole time was super, super fun.
I can only imagine. What about you, Reese? What was your experience like?
I think I agree. For us, it starts, we go into the bowl with no one else there, which is super crazy in and of itself, just to see like all this space, all this empty seats, and then the transformation of once they open the gates and everyone just starts pouring in. It's just amazing. It's like a great feeling. And we started to do routines and stuff up in the seats at some points. And I think that's also just an amazing addition to like kind of be a part of the crowd at some points. I think it's really awesome to do.
It must be a little bit overwhelming to look up and see all of those people, Harvard too, like not booing anybody, hopefully. So tell us, you alluded to this a little bit before. What has your team been doing this year to maintain a sense of togetherness and connectedness in such a strange environment?
Yeah, so with coronavirus, we are not allowed to practice, and obviously there aren't any games happening for us to cheer at. So that's kind of been a downer for us, but we have still been trying to maintain the community. We have had picnics when the weather was nicer, and I know I've had one-on-one dinners with some of the team. I think Hannah.
Yeah, I just last night, funny you ask. A girl who had previously not even been on campus, she came to campus for the first time semester, and she texted us and she was like, I need to see you. And so we got three of us got ice cream last night, which was super fun. So yeah, just I think staying connected as much as we can, despite kind of everything that's going on, has been really helpful too.
Oh, that's good. I'm really glad to hear that. So, Reese, you're a senior. So tell us a little bit about what the rest of this year looks like for you and what you're thinking about post-graduation.
Yeah, of course. So actually, I started my first round of job applications today. I submitted those.
Awesome.
So I am hoping to get a job in the biotechnology field after I graduate. I'm a biomedical engineer. I don't know if I said that already or not, but yeah, so I'm majoring in biomedical engineering. So I hope to go into that field and then in a couple of years maybe go to veterinary school.
Awesome. And so Hannah, you have one more year. Hopefully things will turn around for you. But what are you most looking forward for your team? I don't mean you personally, the team and then the world. What are you most looking forward to for the rest of this year and next year?
That's a great question. I think as of right now, to be completely honest, I just hope we get to come back next semester. That's a big thing. But yeah, I think just kind of, it's been really cool this semester. Things, maybe like blessings in disguise that I didn't actually think would happen. Just that I've gotten to know a lot of people I didn't expect to, just based on like where I'm living at Yale, kind of being in classes and breakout rooms with people that maybe I wouldn't have met before. So I'm just really excited for chances to kind of keep getting to know people. As far as cheer goes, I'd love to like welcome new girls to the team at some point. I think that would be super fun. Then really just getting everyone back together, I think I'm really excited about.
Awesome. So if there are any current students watching or prospective students watching that do want to get involved in cheer, what kind of advice would you give them, or can you connect with them now? How would that work for them?
Yeah, so reach out to us, of course. Even though we're not practicing, we are open to any and all questions or inquiries about the team. We love when people reach out and ask us things. So just on this Instagram account, go into our DMs and yeah, we'll definitely respond.
Awesome. So any other things that you guys would like to share about maybe any of your teammates or about the team in general that you want people to know? Because hopefully you're going to give us a little cheer in just a minute, right?
Yes. We are happy to do that.
So,
yes.
Awesome. So any parting thoughts before you break out into cheer, maybe shouting out any of your teammates or any of the other seniors or your coach? I know you already said your coach was amazing and I saw her watching too, but anything else you want to tell anybody about the squad before we head into cheering?
Just a shout out to everyone on the team and of course our lovely coach. We just appreciate everyone and we hope to see you guys soon and hope that everyone's doing amazing.
And staying safe. Yeah, and thank you so much for having us too.
Yes.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. We don't get to talk to students a whole lot because, you know, it is Yale Alumni Live, but you guys are future alumni. We can't wait to have you as part of our alumni community, and you get to enjoy the game on the other side in Alumni Village, which I don't need to tell you what that includes, but we look forward to that day too when we're all together. So go ahead and give us a cheer if you would.
Of course, yeah.
All right, anybody watching at home is more than welcome to join them or write down the words of the moves so that you can do this at home too. So, oh, you guys even have your pom-poms. Yay, thank you. Whenever you guys are ready.
Can you see us? Sorry.
We can see you.
So we are going to start with...
This cheer is kind of one of your basic cheers. Just here we go, Bulldogs, here we go. So we're going to kind of teach you the motions first, and then we'll do it a few times at the end. So basically, you're going to have your left hand on your hip, and then you're going to reach your arm out, and you go, here we go, Bulldogs, here we go. Clap, clap. So yeah, we can just do it a few times.
Yeah, it's pretty short and simple.
It's really short and sweet, yeah.
But that's what we love to do. We love to do cheers that the crowd can respond to and join in with. So yeah, this is one of our go-to that the crowd always loves to jump into. Yeah. So yeah, we call it out once, and then we jump in with the motions. Yeah. So here we go, Bulldogs, here we go. 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 Last time. Here we go, Bulldogs, here we go.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for doing that for us. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see your smiling faces, to know that you guys are doing well and that you're still enjoying the camaraderie of the team and all things pep rally. You guys were like the highlight of my week because I knew that you would bring the excitement to the pep rally. So thank you both. Thank you to your coach, Courtney, who was willing to work with us on this. And we really hope to see you guys all again soon. Enjoy the rest of your time on campus. Fingers crossed that we see you back next semester. And thank you to your entire team for leading the cheers, bringing the energy and excitement to basketball and football games. It was really great to meet both of you. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you guys all back tomorrow. We actually have one of your friends, Jordan Carey, from the football team, who we're going to be interviewing tomorrow. So tell him it was fun. Tell him to practice that cheer, and we're going to expect him to do that tomorrow too. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here, guys. See you later.
Bye.